Yeah.
Barrett JT, yeah.
I'm winning. I'm headed to the top. No, this favor can't be stopped. No, I'm winning. Had to give him all I have in exchange for his plan. Now I'm winning. No, the devil cannot hold us because we are victorious. Yeah, I'm winning. Yeah, I'm winning. Yeah, I choose to live life abundantly. It's what he promised me. I live accordingly. Faith and favor is a blessing. When you believe Christ has a plan in motion, just trust him. Yeah,
Everything husky.
Good morning, it's another day, my friend. But soon the sunshine turns to moonlight, life goes on. You take some time to say goodnight. You close your eyes to dream. Next thing, tomorrow's here again.
It's a brand new day, never hold on to hate. Cause you was placed here to be great. Please take your place. All queens got a seat at my table. Cause without y'all, then the man ain't able. Melanated queen, connected to the universe. And so I gotta thank my mom for my birth. If hate is the curse, then love is the remedy. So I send you love no matter creed or identity. Until infinity, look at you like you kin to me. Even when we disagree, yo, you still kin to me. In other words, I can't bring you no trouble, can't bring you no beef, don't wanna see you deceased. Now if I'm coming at you, I'm coming with a business plan. Cause every day I'm on some, yo, let's get this money, man. Yeah, and that's my real plans. I rest my head at night, I wake up, I got another plan.
Good morning, it's another day, my friend. But soon the sunshine turns to moonlight, life goes on. You take some time to say goodnight. You close your eyes to dream. Next thing, tomorrow's here again.
It's a lot of high rappers tell me why we don't get money together, but we'll kill each other over whatever. Running down the freeway, we gonna own down. If Black Lives Matter, why we gonna own down? That's why they laugh and they think that we clowns. They hear what we say, but see how we get down. We gotta change that now, right now to be exact. Cause hurting that man's moms is not where it's at now. Old school, new school, need to learn, yo. They put us in groups so they can make more dough. The young versus the old versus the young. Black versus white, you see the pattern, right? No unity, keep them all on some gutter-ish. This way they don't prosper and get rich. Yo, can't you see it's a trick? Just open your third eye and you'll see the full view of it. Now yo, what if the powers that be know that the real power lies within the people? That's us. And what if they using things like crayon colors, black and white, to separate the people? Hey, yo, you gotta wake up. Don't let them fool y'all. Spread love.
Good morning, it's another day, my friend. But soon the sunshine turns to moonlight, life goes on. You take some time to say goodnight. You close your eyes to dream. Next thing, tomorrow's. Good morning, it's another day, my friend. But soon the sunshine turns to moonlight, life goes on. You take some time to say goodnight. You close your eyes to dream. Next thing, tomorrow's here again. My brother, my sister, just believe in yourself. Believe in your skin. Believe in your health. Believe in yourself.
All right, y'all, we're here. I didn't forget about y'all.
Believe in your talk.
Let's go. We are in the building. Y'all know what to do. Drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Drop a 1 in the chat if you can see me. We're going to go ahead and get into it. Shout out to the Bishop for kicking off the show the right way, too. Excuse me. All right, here we go. Are we good? We should be good. There we go. I think I see some 1s in the chat. We're going to pull up the camera here in a second. And hopefully we're okay. There we go. Welcome, y'all. Woo, we are back in the building, man. Welcome, y'all. Welcome back to another YouTube live stream and another episode of the Music Morning Show. I'm your host, ClassE Beats of ClassEbeats.com. Today, we've got some breaking news for y'all on the show. It's about to be crazy. Man, some new news and some new updates with everything that's going on with the YSL Rico trial right here in Fulton County, right here in Atlanta. We're going to give some updates on that. I've also... looks like I might have a little bit of a I told you so moment. We were going back and forth about a few things over the past couple weeks, and it looks like, man, I was right again. Shout out to me. Also, we're going to be talking about a couple of new insights that went down at this Trump rally shooting, this very unfortunate event that happened. We're going to go ahead and get into it. But before I do, let me say what's up to everybody who's in the building, man. Let me see who all we got up in here. Looks like we've got our usuals. Always good to see y'all. Shout out to, we got Mixed Chick Samantha in the building. Let's go. Jess is in here as well. Welcome back. Says, I just saw the news. She recused herself. She's about to get up out of here. LA Woods in the building. Uh-oh. She said nothing but love and respect, ClassE. I appreciate you. I be missing the vibes. Had to pull up and say what's up, fam. Good to see you as always. Shout out to LA Wood. We have the amazing Amy is in the building. Shout out to Amy. Love Amy, man. Always good to see her in here. And then Mixed Chick Samantha's up in here as well. We've got Kristen Vasquez is back in here. Good to see you. Good to see you. LA says it's the shirt for me. Yeah, I wore this shirt today for a reason. I got some smoke for some people in here. I usually am pretty laid back, pretty chill, but I got some smoke for some of the folks out here. It's not gonna be too bad though. So if y'all want to call into the show, we've got a lot of topics we're gonna cover today. So if you guys have some thoughts or something you want to share, or even if you have some smoke with me, if you have a disagreement, if you just want to have a conversation, you can call into the show. The link to call in is in the description and also in the pinned comment in the chat. All right. I've got a couple of announcements we're going to get to, and then we're going to get right into our breaking news. Y'all know what time it is. It's Wednesday. Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we've got another episode of the Song of the Night Live. We'll be giving away $100 and a brand new Shure 55SH microphone. Not only that, but tonight, you guys have a great opportunity to listen to and to see an amazing versus challenge to kick off the show. 4 artists will be competing to claim that next spot in the season 9 tournament. So if you want to decide the winner, if you just want to hear some great music, you should definitely stop by tonight. You guys actually get to vote and decide who takes that next spot in the season 8 tournament. So make sure you tune in tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the ClassE Beats YouTube channel, and the replays of all the live streams are available over on the Song of the Night Live YouTube channel as well. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. What's Amy saying in the chat? Amy said, shout out to me. You gotta shout yourself out, man. If you don't do it, nobody else will. Samson's back in here with that beautiful dog and oh my gosh, say I just want to kidnap that dog. That is a gorgeous dog in your profile pic, Samson. Always good to see you. Appreciate you being in here. Kristen Vasquez says, keep it respectful. Absolutely. Miss Chick Samantha says, what does your shirt say? ClassE got the smoke. Yeah, it says, sarcastic comment loading. Please wait. All right. We're going to get into it. What else are y'all saying? LA Wood says, 419K is crazy. I missed a lot. Yeah, we got over 400,000 people in here. Thank you again to everybody who's in the building. Okay, so I don't ask y'all for much on the show, but one thing I do ask you to do, and it's absolutely free. It takes less than a second, probably takes less than half a second, is on your way in, if you could, like the video. Not only does it help the channel continue to grow, not only is it free, but it lets the algorithm know you guys are enjoying the show, and it continues to share it with more people. So if y'all could do me a favor, take 1 second and like the video, I would greatly appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna get a couple more comments in here, and we got to get to our breaking news, because this is crazy, man. This is getting crazier and crazier. Amy says blood was confirmed real, so don't try me in the chat. Amy's got the smoke today too. We have people in here talking about this this assassination being staged. Well, we're gonna get into it a little bit later. We've got Alice Wilburn, a new timer in the building. Shout out to you. Says good morning. Shout out to Miss Full Figured USA New Jersey 2023, Alice Wilburn. Okay. Shout out to Miss Wilburn. Samson said, hit the like button. It's free. That's all we asked for. And who is Alice Wilburn? Is that somebody I should know who that is? You coming in here with the full name and the criteria. I might have to look you up, but shout out to Alice Wilburn in a minute. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into the breaking news. This is huge. Kristen Vasquez says Amy needs to be your co-partner. Oh my gosh. She is. Listen, Kristen, I'm trying to get her to be a regular on the show, get her to call in. I think we kind of broke the ice a little bit on the last show. Y'all got to see her yesterday, but maybe we'll get her on camera one of these days. I've been trying to convince her. So Kristen, I appreciate you saying that, but yeah, she's definitely my co-partner. She brings so much to this channel, so much to the community, and so much to me as well. So I love Amy so much. She is absolutely amazing. Shout out to her. All right, y'all, breaking news times. Let's go. We got to get into it. So it's going down, y'all. The YSL. Oh man, I cannot believe how crazy this trial has gotten. The YSL Rico trial has got even crazier. Most recently, the new judge that was appointed to preside, I should say, over this trial has recused herself. We're going to get into it, and we're going to talk about exactly what's going on and some of the reasons she gives behind what's happening. I'll also give you guys some background on why she may have considered this and some of the things that she has to deal with if she were to take over this trial in general. All right, but check it out. Shout out to Thugger Daily. Thugger Daily has been doing an amazing job breaking news on this case and covering it. And we got this, we've got everything that was sent in by Judge Ingram saying that she recused herself. Now, we talked about her a little bit yesterday when she was appointed or assigned to this trial. And she's been in Fulton County since, I believe she's been in the Superior Court since 2018. So she's been doing her thing. She's a great judge. Most that I've heard about her has been positive, whether that's from the defense or that's from Little Woody speaking on her. Even Caleb Bumpus was talking about her as well. So let's see what's going on here. Thugger Daily says Judge Ingram has recused herself. Her deputy was the deputy arrested for an improper relationship with Thug's co-defendant. Oh man. Big Briss, or Chris, we should say, Christian, I'm going to mispronounce that last name, and she didn't want the potential appearance of impartiality. All right. So here's everything that she says, and she gives her reasoning as well. Order of recusal. On or about June 1st, 2023, Christopher E, Kristen E, as we're going to say, one of the 18 defendants, was served from the ongoing YSL Rico trial on the criminal action that was recently transferred to this court by random assignment. All right. Although there is no severance order in the record, the court was apprised of the circumstances that directly led to E's severance. More specifically, the deputy assigned to and responsible for the courtroom and personal security of the undersigned for nearly 6 months was arrested. It's no good, man. No good at all. Said deputy, who was still assigned to this court at the time of her arrest, is accused of 1, colluding with defendant E, I think it's Eppinger, during the current trial to commit a felony, and 2, endangering the safety of citizens within the Fulton County Courthouse. All right. And then you see it mentioned here, the state of Georgia versus Mr. Stanley, it looks like. All right. Because this court's former assigned deputy could be called as a witness in any further proceedings in the case, the court may be called upon to assess the deputy's credibility or rule on matters related to her criminal prosecution. This may undermine the public's confidence in the impartiality of the proceedings. Man, yo, this is crazy. I mean, we're just finding out more and more and more information about some of the wild things that are not just going on behind the scenes in this trial, but behind the scenes in Fulton County in general. I mean, and I guess if you look at who's at the top with Fannie Willis and Nathan Wade, it's no surprise that all of this is going down, but this is crazy, man. While the court does not regard the aforementioned situation as creating any actual bias for or against any party to this case, the court does view this as a matter that could cause a reasonable person to question the court's impartiality and reasonably give rise to the appearance of impropriety should the court remain on this case. Right, Rule 2.11 of the Georgia Code of Judicial Conduct, we talked about that a lot on this channel, provides that judges shall disqualify themselves in any proceedings in which their impartiality might reasonably be questioned. Commentary to that rule provides that judge should disclose on record or in open court information that the court believes the party or their lawyers might consider relevant to the question of disqualification, even if they believe there is no legal basis for disqualification, which shout out to Judge Shakira Ingram. If you look at her track record, she does have a record of doing the right thing. She does have a record of being fair, and we can see her with getting ahead of this in the first place, right? And it says, thus, after careful consideration and consistent with the Georgia Code of Judicial Conduct, Rule 1.2a, promoting public confidence in the independence and impartiality of the judiciary, and Rule 2.11, which we just talked about, requiring disqualification when the public might reasonably question a judge's impartiality, the undersigned hereby recuses herself from this criminal action. All right. There it is. There it is. And let me actually do one more thing. I gotta pause this real quick. There we go. So the clerk of court is directed to reassign this criminal action to another judge. So ordered, this on the 17th day of July 2024. So this just happened a couple of hours ago. We can actually see, does it show the timestamp? Yeah, this just happened at 9:52 this morning. So she didn't take much time to think about it. She had a couple of days after this had been assigned and had to look into it. Now, I want to remind y'all who this is. Again, here is Judge Shakira Ingram. As we said, she has been on the Superior Court since 2018. She was a magistrate judge from 2015 to 2018. So she's fairly new, but as y'all can see, there is still a lot of connections within the Fulton County judicial system. Some lawful, some unlawful. But if you go back and you look at her track record and how she's composed herself as a judge, she has been very about her business. She has handled a lot of these cases and a lot of the caseload that she's had very well, which kind of goes into another topic on this conversation. Is one of the reasons that she may have given this up as well is because she has such a huge caseload with everything that she's currently handling. Because she is not the chief judge in this case, she does have a lot of cases that she would potentially be handling in addition to this YSL trial, which I can imagine would be a nightmare. But before we get into that, I wanted to remind you guys kind of what happened with this whole situation, because it's interesting to see not only how everyone's connected, but just how this case has gone leading up to this point. Because as you guys may remember, most recently we had a ruling from Judge Rachel Krause to where she said, hey, we've got to get Judge Glanville out of here. And that's what kind of started this snowball in the first place. And you even look at what she said in this last page, and we've read it several times. Judge Krause did not want to get Judge Glanville off of this case. And she made it clear that she still respects him. She still wants to make sure she keeps her name safe in the Fulton County court. And she kind of threw Judge Glanville a bone, even though she was telling him, hey, you have to get off the case. I wanted to go back and look at her motion here. And this was, I want to make sure I get the date right too. So this is from Monday. This was ordered by her on Monday at 11 a.m. And we went and reviewed this whole thing. But y'all check out what she said at the end of her motion here. I thought this was interesting. All right. Judge Rachel Krause said before she got Judge Glanville up out of there, she said, this court has no doubt that Judge Glanville can and would continue presiding fairly over this matter if recusal motions were denied. Okay.
Stop the cap.
I don't know how she's seeing that. Maybe she's seeing something different than us, but we talked about it yesterday and most of y'all agreed that it was strange that she would say this, seeing everything and all the evidence leading up to Judge Glanville getting kicked off the case. Nonetheless, she gave him a bone and she said, but the necessity of preventing or preserving the public's confidence in the judicial system weighs in favor of excusing Judge Glanville from further handling this case. And then she goes on to say, Yak Gotti, his motion's granted. And then we had Young Thug's motion was granted as well. And then she said, you got to get up out of here, Judge Glanville. And she ordered that on Monday. So I think it's interesting to see some of the things that are happening behind the scenes, because it starts to make you wonder, is there something we're missing here? Because you guys may remember, this is not the first judge to recuse themselves. If you rewind way back to when Brian Steele went to the Supreme Court and he said, hey, listen, first of all, I don't like the fact that Judge Glanville has been talking about me this way and he's been handling things this way. Secondly, I don't think I should have to spend 20 weeks in prison just because I didn't want to give him the name of the person who told me about the ex parte meeting. All right. He said, and third, I don't know why Judge Glanville is presiding over these recusals anyway. It doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem like the thing that he's legally supposed to do. So all that went down. Judge Glanville eventually got an order from the Supreme Court to say, hey, you're off of this. You can't rule on these recusals. So the first time they went through their system and they reassigned these recusals to a judge, y'all might remember it got assigned to the Honorable, I should say, Judge Belinda Edwards. And we kind of talked about her a little bit as well. Gave a little bit of background between her and Glanville. They had been working together for 7 years, very familiar with each other. And the interesting fact that I didn't realize when I made that last video, I realize now, her courtroom is in 8E. Guess what courtroom Judge Glanville is in? Judge Glanville is in 8F. So they got courtrooms right next to each other and they've been working together for 7 years. Y'all can see her record here as well. So she got assigned to Judge Glanville's recusals first. All right. She didn't really give a good reason on why she didn't want to go on and why she didn't want to rule on those recusals. She just said, nope, I'm out. I'm not handling it. Somebody else could take it. And then once she recused herself, it was passed on to Judge Rachel Krause. And then we get to where we are now, right? We get to where we were with Judge Ingram. Now that Judge Glanville is off of the trial, her being assigned to the trial. Now, some interesting things I want to point out about that, and shout out to the infamous Sylvia. I will have a link to her channel and to this video specifically where she's talking to one of Young Thug's attorneys about what this transition process is going to look like and giving some background information on Judge Ingram, which I think is interesting because, as I mentioned, with her not being a chief judge or not being the chief judge, she still has a lot of extra work that she's going to have to do. So let's rewind this a little bit and check out what Sylvia was able to hear from Keith. Over
is a well-learned, a fair, impartial, good judge. And I expect it to be a net positive for us as we move forward.
And she operates based on what the law says then.
That's been my experience. I have nothing but confidence that Judge Ingram will be a good judge and will do what she believes to be right. And be unbiased.
That's what I've heard. I've heard that, but then when she's doing sentencing, she's heavy on the sentencing.
Well, by the grace of God, we don't intend to get to a point where we're facing any sort of sentencing.
Okay. All right. How can a judge continue a trial with all the testimony that has happened already?
That would be difficult, but not impossible. And that would be, and that's an issue I believe that will be addressed. The court and the attorneys will have to make an assessment of whether they believe it is doable, and that issue will be addressed, and we'll see how it's ruled upon.
Okay. Now, this live stream took place yesterday, so it's interesting to see a lot of these questions. We kind of talked about it during the last live stream as well, how there's so many things that she's going to have to look at. Someone brought up in the chat, they think the biggest issue they're going to have moving forward is going to be the witnesses, because just think of all the things they've seen. Some of them, I don't know, some of them might even be watching this live stream right now, even though all this stuff is going on. Then you've got the jury as well. The jury's not supposed to talk to anybody about the trial. They're not supposed to have any outside information about the trial. And this trial has been the biggest thing in Georgia, Fulton County history for sure, but in Georgia history as well. So, everybody is hearing about it and what's going on. So now Keith is going to talk about what would happen in this situation if Judge Ingram were to take over, which now we know she's not, but check it out.
The other question.
It's not impossible.
Okay. Do you think she would recuse herself as well?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Well, she did.
All right, because it might become overbearing, because this case here, it's a lot. It's a lot.
It is. It is a big pill to swallow. It is a huge case. It is a tremendous consumption of time and effort and attention. And, Judge Ingram, unlike Judge Glanville, is not the chief judge. Chief judge has a lower caseload than the other judges. And so, Judge Ingram, or any other judge for that matter, would have to handle this matter in conjunction with their other cases. Much like, by way of example, Judge McAfee is the person who is the judge who was assigned to the Trump case.
Mm-hmm.
And so as big a case as that is, and as much attention as it demands, he still has other cases to handle in his courtroom. So yeah.
And if you look at her caseload, there's been times she's been handling over 100 cases at a time. So I get it. There's a lot going on. Of course, this connection that they have with one of the defendants is definitely pretty interesting, but I think there's a lot more that goes into this. Y'all have to let me know what you think about her recusing herself. Is there more to it? Does it possibly have something to do with the DA? The district attorney, Fannie Willis, I know is going to be putting a lot of heat on whoever takes over this case, specifically considering just how big this case is and all the moving pieces and everything that's going to have to be done. So maybe that could be a reason Belinda and Judge Ingram tried to get up out of there, because they didn't want any of that smoke. I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think. And shout out to the chat too. I see y'all. Thank you to everybody who liked the video too. I appreciate y'all, man. We've got over 500 likes, 700,000 people in here, and all of y'all like the video. So thank you. Again, if you guys want to call in and give your opinions and give your thoughts, you can do that. The link to call in is in the description and the pinned comment in the chat. Let me see what some of y'all are saying in here. Amy said, Kristen, I'm in Atlanta with ClassE, so we got the news. Yeah, exactly. What else are y'all saying? What else are y'all saying in here? Kristen Vasquez says it's crazy in Fulton. I'm in Chicago and we get the headlines, but nothing big right now. Yeah, this is insane. This is the biggest thing that has happened in Fulton County history, and it seems like this is just the beginning, to be honest. Let me see. Mar is back in the building. Shout out to Mar for stopping back by. He says no one wants this. Can you blame them? I mean, you've got all the motions that you have to review. You've got all of the testimony. You've got the jury reselection. You've got Brian Steele, the lawyer of the year. Does anybody want to deal with Brian Steele right now? I mean, it's crazy. Wealthy Wisdom says she had to recuse herself based on what happened with the deputy from her court, as well as she sits on several ethical committees and boards, I believe. Really? Well, that would make sense why she's such a, I guess you would say, a stickler for doing things the right way. And she can't ruin her reputation over a case. Yeah. Plus, you got to deal with Fannie Willis and Brian Steele. No, thank you. I mean, y'all saw what he did. Brian Steele, he got that nod from the Supreme Court and it was over. He said, man, I'm about to take over this case now. You're done, Judge Glanville. I'm sorry. We got to get you up out of here. So yeah, she's got several conflicts. So I could see why she wouldn't want to take this case. I don't know. Again, I'm not a lawyer. I'm just looking at this just like y'all are, as someone who's just been studying and researching the news and what's going on. I honestly don't know if this could have and would have been used against her. I mean, obviously, if this deputy was in the trial or in court as it was going on, that could be an issue. But it seems like it would just be as easy as excusing them from the court proceedings. But I don't know. So we'll have to see. Mara said Fannie didn't think this through. She was so knee jerk with this. Well, and the biggest problem is the ex parte meeting. I think we can pretty confidently say that if that ex parte took place, Judge Glanville still would have been up there, still would have been running things the way he wanted to. But that ex parte meeting was just the icing on top of the misconduct cake, in my opinion. Wealthy Wisdom says, plus, it is said that she and one of the ADAs on the case are sorority sisters. See, I don't know how true that is. So she don't want any appearance of bias if she rules one way or the other. That's crazy. That is so crazy. Mar says, wasn't the deputy fired? That I am not sure of. I didn't see this whole situation. I'll have to look that up and maybe we'll talk about it on tomorrow's live stream. But yeah, I'm not sure what happened to the deputy. Let me see. The deputy is also ruled process directly led to severance. More specifically, the deputy assigned a responsible courtroom and responsible for the courtroom and personal security of undersigned for nearly 6 months was arrested. So she was arrested because of this. Yeah, I don't know, but she's saying it's because they could be called as a witness. I mean, that makes sense. But yeah, I don't see that it shows that she was arrested. Interesting though. I'll have to look that up. Let's see. Wealthy Wisdom says the deputy is in jail or out on bond and might be called as a witness. So that's her former deputy. And one way or the other, it's going to look weird. Yeah, but again, I don't know that it's. I mean, she was there for 6 months. Right? Isn't that what it said? More specifically, the deputy assigned, and I guess she just doesn't want the headache. So I get it. Shout out to her. I think she made a smart move. Y'all, let me know. Is there anybody that thinks she should have just kept it? That's what I really want to know. Bottom line, the judge didn't want this case. She pulled anything. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to deal with this. You know how these lawyers are. They're going to find something to give themselves the advantage. And then we're right back where we started again. I'll be interested to see if she's a sorority sister of one of the ADAs. That's interesting. Let me see if I'm going to look this up real quick, y'all. And I want to see if there's something there, because that would be kind of crazy. Wealthy Wisdom said, these deputies have a good relationship with these judges. Trust me, she wasn't going to go through that headache for this case with all eyes on the case. It's not worth it for her or anyone else. Yeah, especially if you're saying that she's on an ethics committee. Yeah, it's going to be a terrible look. All right, I'm going to try and see if I could find it. Hold on a second. Let's see. Y'all bear with me because I'm going to try and do some research here. So I'm trying to see, is she... First, I'm trying to see what sorority she was in. She's probably an AKA, if I had to guess. Give me a second, y'all. All right, let me see. Okay, so she's Delta Sigma Theta. And yeah, it doesn't look like anybody else is. But I'll have to do some more research on that and let y'all know. But shout out to Wealthy Wisdom for that point. That was interesting. Look at this note from Amy. This is crazy. She said the trial is expected to continue in 2027. With over 150 witnesses still to be called unless they dismiss or declare a mistrial. This has got to be a mistrial. 2027. And I mean, you would have to think Young Thug, yeah, Gotti, especially, they've got to get bond as well. But wow, 2027 is insane. That's can you imagine Young Thug or Yak Gotti or anybody else who's currently being detained having to sit in jail for that long just waiting on trial? And if you look back even during COVID, so many things got held up in the courtroom because of COVID. So there were people just sitting there just because COVID took place. And Amy said, yep, I heard that on the news this morning. That is wild, man. That is absolutely insane. All right, well, we've got another topic we're going to get into, and it's actually has a lot to do with what's going on in the YSL trial. We're going to cover it here in a second. Y'all give me 1 second real quick. We're going to take a brief intermission, and I will be right back.
No.
All right, we're good. It's my allergies are starting to get to me. All right, let's go ahead and get back into it. Let's get back into it. Let me see what y'all are saying here in the chat. We got Wave Lori in here. He says, free Jeffrey. Let him up out of there, man. Mar says, anything can happen between now and then. That's a lot of time. She and Hilton are from the same sorority. No way. Let me see. Amy said, ClassE, you were getting emotional. It's okay. I got you. Yeah, it's not publicly available. So I don't know how you found that out, Wealthy Wisdom, but if that's the case, that's kind of crazy. But we talked about this too with talking about Caleb Bumpus representing Woody, even though it was just on his contempt, I guess you would call it, situation. It's still, she's the godmother of someone who's related to Young Thug. So that was weird too. I know y'all have mentioned it a few times, but it was just strange to see how there's all these little connections and things going on behind the scenes. Yeah, I don't know. Mar said, I thought Hilton was an AKA, maybe Love is. Yeah, I don't know. Google it and see Delta Sigma Theta. Yeah, for some reason I couldn't find it. Let's see. Simone Hilton sorority. Where is it? All right, I'm trying to look it up here. I just pulled up her Fulton County profile. Deputy District Attorney, Special Victims Division. All right, Simone Hilton is a Deputy District Attorney with Fulton County. Oh, this is probably off the screen for y'all. Y'all can't even see it. Let me do it this way. Here we go. Let's see. Officer under the leadership of District Attorney Fannie Willis. Homicides prior to her position in Fulton County. Okay, she's handled a bunch of cases. Miss Hilton has received several awards. Congratulations to her. Here we go. Originally born and raised in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Miss Hilton made Georgia her home. After graduating from law school, Miss Hilton received a Bachelor of Arts degree in legal communications from Howard University. Ooh, shout out to her. 2004, she received her Juris Doctorate from North Carolina Central University School of Law in 2008. Currently, Miss Hilton serves as the Southeast Regional Director of the National Black Prosecutors Association, past president for the Greater Atlanta Prosecutors Association, vice president of programs for the Georgia Association of Black Women Attorneys, and the secretary for DeKalb Lawyers Association. Shout out to her, man. She's killing it. Miss Hilton is an adjunct professor at Emory University School of Law, where she teaches a trial techniques course. Wow, she's killing it. Miss Hilton is a proud member of Delta Sigma Theta sorority. They're all related, man. They're all connected. I mean, how do you they need to get this out of Fulton County. They have to get this trial to Fulton County. There is no way. I mean, you got even Judge Rachel Krause. She got $2,000 from Judge Glanville. Get this out of Fulton County. I'm tired of paying for this. We're still going to report on it and talk about it, but I don't want to see it anymore. I don't want to drive by the courthouse knowing that they're doing this in Fulton County. Y'all got to get up out of here. Good Lord. And serves her sorority through Atlanta Suburban alumni chapters. Miss Hilton is a member of Cascade United Methodist Church in Southwest Atlanta, Georgia. Man, I'm surprised they put where they go to church in there. That would make me nervous. Fulton County is crazy. Oh my gosh. Mixed Chick Samantha said, look up Deputy Akiba Stanley. Okay. Mar says, I just looked up a member of Delta Sigma Theta. It's on her Fulton County bio. Yep, we just looked at that. And what did Amy send me? Okay, Amy sent me just what I just found. This is a mess. Wealthy Wisdom says, I'm happy I don't have to deal with Fulton County. Oh man, they got to get this out of here. Corey, what's up, man? Shout out to Corey. He said, Corey W says, would they be able to get bail even with the murder charge being a part of the RICO? Yes, they absolutely can. And I saw this tweet from Doug Weinstein, Yak Gotti's lawyer. And what did he say? Let me see if I can find it here. Let me see. Let's type in Mr. Weinstein. I need to get Mr. Weinstein up here too. What did Doug Weinstein, Yak Gotti's lawyer, say? Look at what he said. He said, I've been quiet in here all day. What could I've been doing? So I would be surprised if we didn't hear some type of motion from him today for bond and for mistrial. Now, I don't know if he's going to go the mistrial route. He might let Brian Steele handle that one, but yeah, he's definitely going to ask for bond for him, and he could get it. He could get it, which is wild, man. I mean, they really jacked up this case. Kristen Vasquez says, do they think that we the people would not find these things out too? It's the internet age, man. It's out everywhere. Wealthy Wisdom's with me says motion for bonds and mistrial will be filed. Absolutely. Shout out to Alice Wilburn. She says, that's crazy. Team Glanville. Oh, Alice. Oh no. Come on, Alice. No, Glanville messed up. I've met Glanville when I was doing my grand jury time here in Fulton County. So I got the pleasure of meeting him. Seems like a nice gentleman. I've heard nice stories about him, but yeah, he messed up this thing. All right, I think you might be on the island there, Alice, but hey, I respect it. I gotta see who Alice Wilburn is, because she came up in here like she is. Oh, but I don't know which one you are, Alice. There's a lot of Alice's out here. But shout out to Alice. I don't know which one she is. But I appreciate you. Alice, if you want to come in and share your thoughts too, since your team Glanville, I would love to hear what you think. And let me go ahead and make sure I've got the call set up too. And then we'll go ahead and get into our next topic, because this next one's going to be fun for me. Wealthy Wisdom says it's a fundamental right of anyone accused to be offered a bond. That's right. Shout out to Boz back in here. What's up, Boz? Said, seeing the judge in New Mexico gives me faith in the system. Maybe Fulton County could follow suit. I have no faith in Fulton County when it comes to this case. They can try with something else, but this one needs to go ahead and get up out of Fulton County. I'm sorry. Boss said, did you see Glanville's dog? I didn't. I'm looking at Samson's dog over here, man. Look at this beautiful dog. Oh my gosh. Samson said, which judge hears the bond motion? Ooh. Great question. That is an excellent question, Samson. Wow. Wow. Mixed Chicks Amanda said ClassE's over there investigating. Aiden Kelly's in the building too. Shout out to Aiden. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, Judge Weinstein's over there cooking. Boss said Judge Love may hear the bond motion. All right now. Oh my gosh. All right. So we've got another topic we're going to get into. Shout out to Judge Love up over there. This next one's going to be interesting. All right. So y'all get ready. Let me read one more thing and then we're going to keep it going. Wealthy Wisdom says Fulton County DA's office don't want to let go or drop this case. I said this to a friend of mine just the other day because it's all political and career advancement and a career advancement move for everyone involved. 1000%. If you think Fannie Willis is going to go down without a fight, you are sadly mistaken. You see what happened with the whole Trump trial that is now on hold because of some of the great attorneys over there that did an amazing work in fighting all the corruption that was going on in that case. But yeah, she is not going to let this go. Not going to let this go at all. All right, let's get into this next topic, y'all. Now, y'all know, or you may not know if you're YouTube the channel. I try to stay out of drama. I try to I've done my best to avoid really going at anyone personally. So this isn't going to be a personal attack against anyone. But when I see some BS and when I'm right, I got to call it out. All right. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a background of what happened. I'm going to replay a couple of minutes from a video that I did about a week ago. And what we're talking about is everything that's going on with Lil Woody and Kayla Bumpus representing him and the ex parte meeting. And now Kayla and Lil Woody, as y'all have seen, Lil Woody's been out there doing 20v1s. He's been doing some interviews. Kayla and Lil Woody started their own YouTube channels, and Kayla's been absolutely killing it on YouTube and on Instagram. So big congratulations to her. She's doing a great job. But one of the things I was concerned about is Lil Woody and Kayla speaking on an ongoing case. And with Lil Woody being a sworn witness, that definitely concerned me. And I thought it was strange that he was on YouTube as a sworn witness with everything he had been through with this ex parte meeting, with getting locked up on June 7th. And he was out here on YouTube just talking freely about what was going on. So I said, hey, y'all might need to take a break and chill on this until everything gets settled. I know you want to capitalize on all this publicity you're getting, but is it worth it? So anyway, I said it better in this video. Let me play these last 2 minutes for y'all, and then I'll let you know what's kind of going on now. It's very interesting. Now. Shout out to Kayla. If y'all want to go check out Lil Woody's YouTube channel, I'm subscribed. I haven't checked out this video yet, but he started a YouTube channel. This is wild. We're gonna talk about this video, or this live stream that they did, kind of going over what happened when Lil Woody fired her. We're not gonna talk about it in this video, but be on the lookout for that, because we're gonna break down some of the things that were said here. Again, I just have to restate. I really hope that they handle and understand the gravity of this situation. I know Lil Woody does as well. But a lot of the time it's cool to get this inside information, but they're not really telling us anything we haven't heard them say before. Anything that wasn't said in the transcript. The only thing he said was the transcript wasn't accurate, but that's what we have documented so far. And we don't know if their memory is maybe not the best. They don't remember what happened. So I just hope for both of their sakes, especially Woody said, well, not even especially Woody, but especially Kayla, man, this is not something that you want to lose your license over. I mean, you can make some good money from YouTube, but all that work and effort you put in, just please be careful. All right, so that was my stance on that one. Now, most recently, if y'all go and look at Kayla's channel, her YouTube channel specifically, you will see a lot of the live streams she did in the past. She did live streams with Cat Not Williams. Shout out to Cat Not Williams. She had Little Woody on there as well. They all gone. They're gone. They've been removed. And even if you go look at, where is it? Lil Woody's YouTube channel. What has he got on there? It's gone. Nothing in there. Now, you may be wondering why this happened. What's going on with the situation? Well, Kayla actually addressed it earlier this morning. Now, I thought I was going to have to do some digging and show you guys a lot of circumstantial evidence around what actually happened, but it turns out that Kayla actually addressed it and talked about it this morning. Check this out. Found this very interesting. Let me see if I could fast forward a little bit. Hold on.
Let you guys know.
Because I know her audio wasn't working at first.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Here we go.
Can you guys hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me. Still can't hear me? Okay, so good morning, everybody. I just want to let you guys know that my YouTube account was compromised last night.
Oh, man, come on.
Stop the cap.
She said her YouTube video was her YouTube channel was compromised. All right, well, I'll let her talk. I'll let her talk.
So good morning, everybody. I just want to let you guys know that my YouTube account was compromised last night and everything was deleted off of my page. I'm not sure what's going on. I guess, you know, sometimes when things are going well, things like this happen. But I am in the process of getting everything back uploaded so that you guys can, you know, rewatch and that people continue to be educated. Initially this morning, I was in a state of shock. I was very discouraged because I think that last night was one of the best lives that I've had. I think that Kristen did a great job. All of my guests have been wonderful, but I just really feel like last night was one of the lives I have been most comfortable with, getting better with answering questions, getting better with engaging with you guys. And
yeah, and she has been doing a great job. So as I mentioned earlier, you know, I'm happy for her and her success that she's had. And this is unfortunate, man. I've had times where I've had videos taken down because of music that was used. Usually in most cases, you get an email that is sent to you by YouTube that says, hey, you got to take this down. It's strange that it would happen this way, but hey, we'll be innocent until proven guilty. We'll hear her out and see what she has to say. And then we'll see if there's any circumstantial evidence surrounding to say the contrary. All right.
And all of a sudden, you know, I wake up and everything is gone. So I am in the process. I did have 90% of the video saved. Every video that had a guest was saved. So I was able to get most of that back going on the channel. But I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on. So guys, help me get my likes back up. I had some videos that had 83,000 views with thousands of likes. So guys, help me get my views, help me get my likes back up, help me stay in the algorithm.
Yeah, and if y'all want to go subscribe to her channel, again, go subscribe, go support her. She has some great insight, very smart, and she's already uploaded some of the past videos she's done. Now, one thing you will notice is there's somebody missing right now on these videos. So maybe that was one of the videos that wasn't saved. I don't know. But either way, y'all go check it out and show her some love. But let me finish seeing what she's saying.
Gonna just keep going live. To me, this was just a sign to continue to push in the right direction, continue to go hard, because things only happen like this when you are doing the right thing. And so I believe that I'm doing the right thing. I believe that God is going to continue to bless me, and I'm going to continue to be able to provide great content. So I'm not discouraged, but this morning I was so sad.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
Sad, I couldn't believe it. I kept pushing refresh, like, oh my God. I text Kat, I'm like, oh my God. And it wasn't, and it's just so crazy the way it happened, because it says that I deleted everything, but it happened at a time where I was not by a phone. Yes, they did take Woody's down too, and neither one of us knows what happened. They took everything.
Okay, now could the accounts have gotten hacked or whatever have you? Possibly. Is it likely that Lil Woody's channel would get scrubbed and that Kayla's channel would get scrubbed? It's highly unlikely, y'all. And I mean, we've seen channels and things get hacked before, but for both of them to happen at the same time, it's kind of strange. And the fact that she pointed out, I guess, again, she's a lawyer. She's very, very, very smart. She knows people are going to say things and ask questions about how they got deleted, who deleted them. And she says, well, it says that I deleted them.
That's me.
I don't know.
And I'm going to continue to be able to provide great content. So I'm not discouraged, but this morning I was so sad. I was so sad, y'all. I couldn't believe it. I kept pushing refresh, like, oh my God. I text Kat, I'm like, oh my God. And it wasn't, and it's just so crazy the way it happened, because it says that I deleted everything, but it happened at a time where I was not by a phone. Yes, they did take Woody's down too, and neither one of us knows what happened. They took everything off of his. So, I mean, I just ask that you guys continue to support me and, you know, work with me through this. I have been doing my best to be consistent and to, you know, have great people come on here to answer questions and keep you guys informed. And so I guess the hardest part about this happening to me was knowing how much work I've put in, and, you know, trying to juggle working, going to court, doing these lives, and being positive.
Yeah, and I mentioned this too. Being a content creator, there's a lot that goes into it, especially if you want to do it well. So I get what she's saying. Again, was this an accident? I don't know.
So I just ask, guys, right now I have like 50 people in here. Can everybody please like the live?
And I want to go back to this video I posted too, because some people in these comments had some smoke for me, saying that, oh man, I don't know why y'all are saying this. She's smart. She's doing the right thing. And now it's interesting that this has happened and that whoever deleted it, I don't know. Y'all can be the judge of that and tell me who you think deleted it. But look at some of these comments. And some of them were pretty rough, to be honest. Let me move this so y'all can actually see the comments. Here we go. This person says, I would never use her as an attorney after watching her fan out. She moves like a groupie begging for attention. Good Lord. And this person, nowhere, no there, says, I assume Kayla weighed the risk of talking about this. I don't think she's being reckless. I think she found herself in a situation she didn't ask for and wants to defend her good reputation. I don't know her and can't read her mind, just a perspective based on the lives I've watched. I think Kayla also discovered LawTube through all of this, which is probably like a whole new world of peers for her. Well, yeah, it's looking like something happened. And I shout out to nowhere, no there, but I think you might be wrong on this one. Again, especially if you look at the evidence of Lil Woody's channel being scrubbed, things being taken down. If you look at Kayla's channel being, with all the videos being deleted, Lil Woody hasn't talked about this yet. But you know, Y'all know if Lil Woody talks about it, the truth is probably going to come out, but we'll see. This person says, why hasn't she put herself at risk by admitting the transcript isn't redacted instead of asking him that question? By having him admit it's not the complete transcript, all she's going to do is piss them off and have them target Woody more. That's an interesting point. This person says, this is so strange. She knows the judge mentioned the state bar and America is watching. She's not helping Thug. She's making it seem like she helped coerce him to testify to help the defendants. I think interviewing a live witness in the trial that is being actively directly examined is straight up unprofessional. It'd be one thing if only he himself streamed, but Kayla is also live streaming him and talking with him. It's just inappropriate in my opinion. Kayla is enjoying that 15 minutes. It might help her get her name out there for more clients. The defense lawyers are shredding Fulton County alive, this person says. This person says, I literally told her in one of the live streams, don't be surprised if this comes up as evidence down the line. She told me I was hating on her, shaking my head, unprofessional and arrogant. I mean, some of these people might be right. They might be right. And this goes back to what I said. I didn't think it was worth it. Obviously, there's something going on. Y'all can decide if you think it was intentional or not. But it's still interesting that this happened after I said, you need to be careful. And I was the only one that I saw that was out there saying, hey, y'all need to chill, take it easy, be careful. Other people were having them up on the live streams, interviewing them, talking about the case. And I told y'all it was either yesterday or on Monday's episode. I said, yeah, I could probably get Lil Woody up here. I could probably get, even Kayla. I think she'd be happy to come up here as well. But I wouldn't want to do that and be a hypocrite in this situation by asking them to come up here and talk about this case, because I don't want to be responsible for something happening to where someone said something that they shouldn't have said and they lose their license. Or even in Lil Woody's case, he felt like at certain points throughout this whole thing that his life was threatened. So I wouldn't even want to use my platform just to do that to somebody. And I didn't think it was smart in the first place. This person says, Kayla, this is not a funny situation. You need to hush up for the good of all, including yourself. And they said, yeah, I get clouding off in the moment, but it's borderline breaching vibes going on. So anyway, I don't want to pile on that. I hope she gets her videos back up and she continues to create content, because she does a really good job with creating the content. But hopefully nothing else comes of this and just the videos get deleted, because I think she can recover from this easily. People want to hear what she says. I want to hear and am interested to what she has to say when it comes to just law in general and regarding especially this trial. But maybe it's time to take a little bit of a step back and kind of see maybe there's different directions that we could go, which we're actually going to review another video that she did with her lawyer here shortly. But I want to play a little bit more of this.
So that opened while I was live on Instagram. They also, whoever is doing this, also tried to get my Instagram. So I don't really know when it happened. Come on, guys, get the likes up. Get the likes up. Make sure everybody has subscribed.
Oh, I didn't like this video either. You gotta like it.
Get the likes up. We have almost 60 people here and I only have 14 likes. And, it's just a really interesting situation because we have 83 people in here. Hi, welcome everybody. Welcome. I am just talking about what's going on with my YouTube page and my Instagram page. They have been compromised. Somebody said judge just recused. Let me look.
So she said her YouTube and her Instagram has been compromised. I haven't seen where her Instagram's been compromised. I wanted to play this video on her Instagram of a live stream she did, but I haven't seen that her Instagram was compromised. So maybe some of the other videos that she did were taken down as well. Yeah, this whole thing is wild. Oh man. I hope this is not. Shout out to Go Roro in the chat says it is probably the bar association trying to save yourself. I hope you're wrong. And this is kind of what I was saying in that other video. I hope this isn't the case. It could be possible that maybe someone filed a complaint with the bar. If someone did that, that's so petty and lame. I would hope that wouldn't be the case. But anyway, this is a video that it's possible. I hope that's not the case though.
I gotta start going live on TikTok. They say that's where all the money is.
Yeah, because you can actually sell stuff on TikTok and get them to send you.
Hey everybody.
This is her live on Instagram yesterday.
How's everybody's day going? Hi. What's today? Tuesday?
Yep.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hi, Jersey. Hi. Hi, everybody. Y'all ready to go live tonight? Everybody come on YouTube.
And I wanted to see that live from last night, but I didn't get to check it out.
Hi, guys. Y'all ready to go live? Y'all, I am doing a content day. I'm doing it in my closet. So everybody who say, you know, I'm just getting lit, I just want y'all to see, like, it's been happening. It's been happening.
I wonder why she said her IG was affected. I didn't see anything removed from IG, but I haven't been following her on IG that close.
Hi. So I'm doing a content day. Everybody keeps asking me about what I wear and fashion. So I have done, you know, a few pieces. I got a few little things I'm gonna highlight.
I wanted to fast forward through this too.
Oh, you want to see my favorite pair of shoes? So I'm about to do a video, but I'll give you, this is one of my favorite pair of shoes. These are Chanel. And I promise you don't know nobody that got these. They light up. They go different colors.
Does anybody know how to fast forward?
Danielle knows about these shoes.
Alive
had a great night
IG.
in them.
And actually earlier, this did have some comments on it. So maybe some things are getting deleted too.
But anyway, so we're going live tonight. I'm going to finish up what I'm doing. I just want to let everybody know that I'm going live in about an hour. I got them from their Chanel. So where you get Chanel from?
And she was supposed to have Judge Peterson on, and I don't know what happened there either.
Hi. Let me see green hearts for everybody who's going to join me tonight on YouTube. I got
shout out to Mar. He's in love with
people.
Kayla.
And this my third time going live on Instagram. So I should have at least 93 people on my YouTube.
Shout out to Amy. Amy,
I want to say shout out to y'all for yesterday. We did an impromptu.
I don't know how to fast forward through this.
And for those of you who don't know, I have only been on YouTube for, hold on, what I gotta do? I did.
Oh, look who it is. Look who it is. Oh my gosh. And this was just yesterday. They're still going at it.
People like that.
They've been going in on me on the internet today.
You gonna go pop it on them like that though? Good. You just will go sit in your closet.
Yes. Let me turn the camera around for you guys.
Yeah.
Now see, this type of content, I don't mind. I wouldn't watch it, but hey,
Let's get into it.
As long as they're being careful. Flex on them, Kayla.
What they talking about?
They say before you, I have no motion.
So what you doing?
I don't know. I guess I just got all this stuff in 3 weeks.
That's crazy.
Oh no, man.
They say if it wasn't for you, I'd be nothing.
Show them one more time. They can't see it. Show them.
All right, shout out to Woody and Kayla. Yo, y'all can tell they've been cool for a minute. But yeah, this whole thing is interesting. I want to hear y'all's takes on this because, like I said, y'all had a lot of smoke in the comments of my last video about this whole situation. Some of y'all were saying everything's totally fine. I think seeing now that Kayla is saying that her YouTube channel was compromised, Lil Woody removed all of his content a while back. There has to be something there. I think everything happens for a reason, and there's a reason that certain videos haven't been uploaded. Certain things are missing, and maybe they'll reappear. We'll see. Y'all let me know what you think. I got to get some of these comments in here too. I know. Shout out to Krista. She was over there dying. She said, "I cannot take this."
Again. Show them again.
Woody is, yeah, I'm happy for both of them, man. What makes me nervous is that comment. Who made that? I think it was Go Roro made that comment about the bar. I hope the bar is not involved in this. And some of y'all may or may not know. Anybody can file a complaint. And that'll just, yeah, I wish Kayla the best, and I don't want to see anything bad happen out of this. So hopefully that's not the case, but
I have at least
Kristen Vasquez says she should just move Woody in.
I got every Hermes slide.
Look, flex on him, Kayla. Flex on them.
I got this.
I don't have a problem with this. I don't want them discussing the case. Again, I'm not a lawyer. I know Denise was in here asking me if I'm a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer. I just have I have a few ounces of common sense, and to me, it's just not worth it. Wealthy Wisdom says they aren't telling anything we haven't heard or know before, and these things are just clickbait because when you watch those videos, you realize it's nothing new being spoken about. Yeah, in some cases there were, but it's still, in my opinion, it's good and interesting to hear it from the person who is actually involved. Kristen Vasquez says, infamous Sylvia and Kayla had lunch the other day and was live streaming the whole thing. Hey, that's fine. I'm cool with it. Just leave the case alone. Look at Mara over here. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
He said she fine. Shout out to Mara, man. Alice Wilburn says, I was shocked that they did this. She knew better than this. Yeah, it was compromised, all right. Does she think we are stupid? Yeah, I think this is the thing, man. When y'all are dealing with somebody, in most cases, the more you let them talk, the more they're going to reveal not only who they are, but what they know. Sometimes you just got to sit there. You just got to let people talk. And then eventually you start to get to the truth and things start to come out. So again, the reason I haven't reached out to anybody who's involved in this case right now is because they're involved in this case. I don't want to be a part of messing with or messing up somebody's livelihood. So it is what it is. Wealthy Wisdom says, if it's compromised and she's telling the truth, that's sad. But I feel like her lawyers told her to remove them until the case ends. And this is what I said in this video here. It's like, just get it out of there. It's not worth it. If y'all want to go watch this video, you can watch it. It's titled Kayla Bumpus could be sharing too much information. That's the title of the video. Go Row is in the building. Thank you for stopping by. Go Row says, okay, Great success, Kayla. But host, you were correct when you said YouTube music video. That's what I thought it was in the red Porsche. You'll have to explain what you mean. Kristen Vasquez says she's an attorney, right? Correct. Samson said, what a joke. Oh my gosh. I put a poll in the chat and we have a bunch of y'all that voted as well. And I asked y'all if you thought Kayla was telling the truth. We'll go ahead and end that now. Let me see what y'all said. So in the case of her account being compromised, it was close. 57% of y'all said no, Kayla's not telling the truth. 42% of you said yes, she is telling the truth. So it seems like y'all are almost half and half, but the majority says they ain't buying it.
Stop the cap.
Go Rose says, you mean she didn't know this? I did, and I'm not an attorney. I knew, and I told her in the chats to be smarter. I hope she stops with YouTube deletions and not licenses. Oh, man, I hope. Yeah. Wealthy Wisdom says, can the DA office send YouTube the information to remove them since it's an active case and the channels are the buzz in the streets? I mean, this is kind of unprecedented, right? Because if you look at everything that's going on, you've got Law and Order, you've got 11 Alive that are actually live streaming these trials, and we're able to watch them live in real time, right? But when it comes to these legal professionals, when it comes to a sworn witness speaking about everything that's going on when they're not on the stand, you're just not in general not supposed to do that. It's just standard practice. You don't talk about it. They don't even want you talking about it at the dinner table, at the barbershop. So to answer your question, I'm not sure, but seeing as just from a legal standpoint, they really shouldn't be talking about this case in the first place. I could see Fannie Willis making a phone call and being like, hey, if you don't want any trouble, you better go ahead and get rid of those YouTube videos. That's my opinion. I don't know legally. Our resident attorney, Javier M. Bailey, isn't in the chat today. I would ask him and he'd probably be able to give you a better answer. Boss said, didn't Kayla endorse ex-Judge Peterson? Is that what we're calling it? I did a video on that. If y'all missed the video too, Kayla was over there saying we got to protect Judge Peterson. I did not like that at all. Alice Wilburn says, baby girl, okay, we will play along. And why didn't she just repost it if she has 90% saved? I have a strong feeling that 10% that wasn't saved was anything Lil Woody's involved in. But we'll see. Hey, this just happened recently, so I could be wrong. I think I'm with y'all though. I think this was intentional. Amy says, I think she's not being honest. Her body language isn't consistent with someone who's being honest. And if y'all didn't know, probably didn't, Amy is trained when it comes to reading people's body language. I'm not going to go into her complete and total background, but she knows what she's talking about. Yeah, when she's talking about her YouTube videos, she's going like this. It's been compromised. A lot of the times that's somebody who's I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to let Amy handle that one if she wants to call in. Again, if y'all want to call in, the link to call in is in the description and the pinned comment in the chat. We've got, dang, I had how many more topics did I have? I think I had two more topics I wanted to get into. So we got to keep it moving. I'm going to read some more comments and we're going to go into it. Let's see. Amy says her IG has been fine and I see no changes on her IG. Go Rose says, Woody told a girl on his dating show to come here and let me smell your breath. Oh, Lord. Hey, yeah, I will not be watching that. I'm all good. Wealthy Wisdom says she won a lot of cases, especially those jury settlements. Yeah, I haven't looked into much of her background. Oh, man, all right now. Dang. I'm not going to read that out loud. King Divine is in here and says, why is everybody acting like this is about Woody? And Woody is the reason why Young Thug and 28 defendants are in jail. King Divine is 1000% right. And we talked about this. I think, dang, I can't remember now. We were reviewing one of the motion that was filed. I want to say, was it the response, the recusal response by ADA Love, where she said that Lil Woody is the entire reason that this case even exists? Oh man, I have to go back and look at it and find it. But yeah, King Divine, we cannot look past that and act like this isn't happening because of Lil Woody's testimony and how he's talked about the police in the past. So, I mean, if we have Lil Woody on the channel at some point, I'm going to have to stand on what I said in the past. He talked to the police. He's given them a lot of information. He agreed to testify. It is what it is. But also, shout out to Roll One Up. Says she single-handedly saved this case. Yeah, if they hadn't gotten the information from Kayla, we wouldn't be, Judge Glanville will still be up there doing this thing. Oh, my dog, No Captivity with Freezy's up in here. Freezy, hey, I saw your message this morning. I'm gonna hit you up, Freezy. I was supposed to call Freezy. I'm gonna hold myself accountable live in 4K. I was supposed to call Freezy yesterday, but I ended up having to go to a doctor's appointment and a bunch of other stuff. And I should have hit you up, Freezy, but I'm gonna hit you up. We're gonna talk sometime tomorrow. All right, but I'll hit you back, man. Shout out to my dog Freezy, always in here showing love and supporting. I'm better than that, Freezy, and I should have hit you up, so I apologize, man. He said, what does Freezy say though? He said she lied about her account and those Chanel shoes. Oh Lord. Hey, y'all leave her alone, man. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. Let her flex. All right. We want Kayla to flex out here. Amy says Mar is the 42% who believes her. Mar said Kayla is fine. He said she fine. Wealthy Wisdom says, I'm not talking about streamers. Woody and Kayla are actively involved in the ongoing case, and Woody is literally still a sworn witness. He has not been released yet. Roll One Up said Doug Weinstein and Max Shart are also talking about the case in detail. I don't get it. I don't get it. GoRo says, I said music video by mistake when you were introducing one of Kayla's YouTube shows earlier. Oh, my bad. And the first video she put out is in the red Porsche, looked like a music video. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't really like that either, Roll One Up, but it is what it is. But I think my biggest issue that I had with this situation specifically is Doug Weinstein is not going to bring Yak Gotti up on a YouTube live stream and be like, hey, Yak Gotti, let's talk about this trial. No, what's been your experience? What's going on? Like, no, you haven't seen that from him. So he wants to talk about it. And if he wants to put himself at whatever risk there is discussing the case, that's fine. But when you put somebody else at risk, that's a sworn witness that is still involved and hasn't been released from the trial, then I'm start to like, it's not worth it, man. You got to think about, you can't just think about yourself in that situation. So yeah, if Doug Weinstein were to bring Yak Gotti up on a YouTube live stream, I would be like, what are you doing? This is crazy. So that was my biggest issue in this whole thing. Amy says, you have a right to have it removed from the internet or from search results under the right to be forgotten or under defamation. Let's see. Let me see. What else? Freezy said, you good, bro. No worries. I got you, Freezy. I'm gonna take care of you. Mars says, I don't believe her, but she fine.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Hey, hit her up, Mars. Shoot your shot, man. Shout out to 416 and the city Toronto, new timer in the building, says Kayla is doing herself a lot of injustice. She should not be attached to Woody right now. Kind of risky. Yeah, and again, y'all saw some of the comments in here. Even the first one up, it says, I would never hire her as an attorney after watching her fan out. She moves like a groupie begging for attention. You got to think of how the public views this. You're on YouTube talking about an ongoing case with the sworn witness. It's just not a great look to me. Yeah, Gotti is a defendant. Woody is a witness with immunity. Two big different positions. Yeah, that's true. But we talked to roll one up. We talked about this in past live streams. Just because Woody has immunity doesn't mean he can't say something that he could be held accountable for and even charged for when it comes to federal crimes. We talked with our attorney Javier M. Bailey, and I asked him. I said, "Hey, when Lil Woody was talking about how he gave someone money as a convicted felon to go buy a gun for him, and then they bought the gun for him and they gave the gun to him, is that something that the feds could look into and possibly charge him for?" And he was like, "Yeah." So there's already been things that he said that I was like, man, Woody, I know they told you got immunity, but you got to understand what that even looks like. So I get what you're saying, but it's not worth it to me. It's not worth it at all. All right, let's get a couple more comments in here and then we're going to keep it moving. Samson says, is he still sworn since the judge Glanville is gone? Yes, he absolutely is. Corey W says a new judge has been assigned. Uh-oh, we've got breaking news. Let's go. I know Thugger Daily's got it for us. And Kristen Vasquez says also he has immunity, but if he's doing something, it's not for the future. Yeah, it doesn't cover everything. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, man. All right, here we go. All right, let's get into it. This is crazy. All right, here we go. We got some breaking news. Y'all ready for this? Check it out. So a new judge, hold on a second. A new judge has been officially assigned to this YSL trial. All right, we have Judge Paige Reese Whitaker. All right, shout out to Thugger Daily. Always breaking news when it comes to this YSL trial. It says the new judge in this case has been assigned. Here we go again, Judge Paige Reese Whitaker. All right, now it looks like Thugger Daily actually went back and forth and had some conversation with someone who is involved in the trial. They say this is a source I trust a lot. And Thugger Daily asks, what's Judge Whitaker's reputation? It says, that's who Woody just pled his last case with. Former head of appeals with the DA's office. Fair, maybe lowest case count in the courthouse. Efficient. All right. And then it says her re-election fundraiser was hosted by 3 defense attorneys in the case. Oh my gosh. Brian Steele, Bruce Harvey, and David Botts. Again, when I tell y'all, everybody in this Fulton County is connected. That is wild. Look at this. Join criminal defense leaders to re-elect Paige Reese Whitaker. I may or may not have voted for her. I'm going to leave that alone. Hosted by Dave Botts, Jeff Brickman, Amanda Clark Palmer, Kim Cornwell, Ed Garland, Bruce Harvey, Bill Hill, Stephen Katz, Noah Pines, Renee Rockwell, Don Samuel, David Wolf, and the Attorney of the Year, Brian Steele. This is going to be interesting. All right. Thugger Daily, this last thing says, if she wants a way to take herself off the case, she has multiple. But my personal guess is this isn't enough to force her to recuse, or else none of those lawyers would ever have been allowed to try a case with her. The list is very impressive and gives me faith in her. I don't know. I'm going to have to make a decision and decide if I think she's going to be on this one. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. Is Judge Whitaker going to stay on this trial? My vote is going to say no. Now, in this instance, it's going to be interesting to see what happens, because if they were hosting an event for her reelection, it might be, and there might be an incentive for Brian Steele to keep them in there, because maybe they'll be more favorable to her. But honestly, with them seeing this, I think they're going to move for a mistrial. They're going to move for the bond, and they're just going to say, hey, Judge Whitaker, go ahead and take care of us, man. We hosted this event for you. Just end this thing. Let it be over. And we're going to be done. This is absolutely crazy. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. My guess is now that she's on this case, things are going to start to move very, very quickly. You're probably going to see some motions filed. You're probably going to see Brian's going to file something today. You're going to see Doug Weinstein file something today, and it's going to go right to Paige Whitaker. So let me know what y'all think in the comments and in the chat of this video. This is wild and crazy. I'm surprised that she's been assigned that quick. It'll be interesting to see what happens. All right, let me see what y'all are saying in the chat here. Oh my gosh. Let me see. Boss says she looks suspiciously like a Young Thug fan. Hey, shout out to the Young Thug fans out there. Let me see. Amy's dropping some links in the chat. Yeah, we're going to get into it here in a second. I want to do some more investigation into Paige Whitaker as well. Wealthy Wisdom says shots fired. Isn't there a motion for mistrial filed? Not that I'm aware of. If there was, Thugger Daily would probably have it. Let me see. I don't see anything yet. 2 hours ago, just I'm not seeing anything yet. And I could probably look it up here too. I'll look it up in a second. This is crazy. Shout out to Roll One Up, said, I hope they call me for jury duty if they redraw. Oh, Roll, are you in Fulton County, Roll? Shout out to Roll, man. ATL, we in the building. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, go Ro. She fired. She fired. Oh, he said yes sir off of MLK. Okay, yeah, I'm just north of Atlanta, man. I served on the grand jury. Amazing experience, man. That was one of the best experiences I've had in my life, and that was when I really fell in love with law and just learning about the legal system, because man, you would just be so shocked and surprised at some of the laws that are in place in your own county. Mars said mistrial. Yeah, y'all think she's gonna? Let me see. I'm gonna put a poll in the chat. If Judge Whitaker takes this case, will she how should I ask this question? All right, let me see what y'all think in the chat. Oh, shout out to Mara's in Gwinnett. Shout out to Gwinnett County. Gwinnett's amazing, man. We definitely need to meet up. Shout out to ATL. We're gonna do an ATL meetup soon. Y'all don't worry. Boss said her hands are huge. Yo, chill. What are y'all out here roasting Judge Whitaker for? She didn't even do anything yet. Let me see what else, if there's any more information in here. Oh, it's over. I don't know, y'all. I want to see what the chat says. Because Judge Whitaker looks like she does not play. Wealthy Wisdom says, I think she will recuse herself based on what Steele said about the other judge with Glanville donating $2,000 because she knows the DA office will ask for her recusal. Yeah, she's super close to this. Y'all still talking about her head. Shout out to Headables. That's dope. Salute, new subscriber. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate y'all for subscribing. Shout out to Headables. Look at that profile pic, man. Y'all see that? Little Woody said, what you mean? Huh? Oh, man. All right. What else are y'all saying in the chat? Let me see. Y'all say, oh, shoot. And Wealthy Wisdom caught it, said, isn't that Judge Woody's former judge on a recent case? Yeah, and I want to see if I can look that up and find out more information. Let me see. Who else? Mixed Chick Samantha says, I think she will recuse herself. Don't know Judge want this. I don't know. I think they need to get this out of Fulton County, honestly. But if she does stay on this, I think I'm probably going to lean more towards what Wealthy Wisdom said and see the DA's office being like, no, we're not doing this. But during that time, could she possibly rule on this? Because they would have to, the DA's office would have to move pretty quick. Kristen Vasquez says, Dear Woke Christian is talking about it right now. I haven't heard of Dear Woke Christian. I'll have to check him out. Boss said this case is like Russian roulette for judges. Yeah, they're getting them in and out of there. Like, well, I'm not going to say that on live stream. Let's see what Amy's got for us. She's got another article. Amy's got an article for us about Judge Whitaker. Of course, it's from the Washington Post and they want us to pay. Nah. Is that Jeff Bezos? I'm sorry, Jeff. I already have Amazon Prime. You're not getting any more from me. I'll have to check that out later, though, Amy. Thank you. Rose says those hands are Photoshop. Lord. He says, my prediction is not only will she recuse, she'll recuse for all of Fulton County. Judge Love gonna recuse this lady, says Boss. All right, I've got one more thing I'm going to get to. Actually, we might not even get into this because it might not be relevant anymore. Because, well, we can get into it and talk about it a little bit. Let me see here. I need to double check and see if anybody called in. Yeah, and y'all don't be afraid to call in, man. I'm super chill. I'm not going to attack you. I just want to have a conversation with y'all. So if y'all want to call in and share your thoughts, the link is in the description. Let me see here. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody in the chat. Amy said Biden asked Trump this a week before. Oh yeah, we were supposed to talk about that shooter. I think we're going to hold on to this one. Boss said he's classy, not scary. Thank you, boss. Let him know. I just want to talk to you for a second. Yeah, let's go ahead. Since Amy reminded me about, we got to talk about the future President Trump up in here in a second. Mixed Chick Samantha says the lawyers asked for it to go to another county, but they won't do it. Get it. They need to get it out of here. All right, here we go. So let's get into this. So a lot of y'all know over the past weekend, there was a failed assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. And this was a very sad event. Thankfully, they were able to take out the shooter. But when I say shooter, it's looking like there might possibly be more than one shooter. And we're going to get into it here in a second. I'm going to show you guys some of the eyewitness testimony that says they think there was more than one shooter, where the shooter was, what happened in this situation. But I think I would be remiss if I didn't talk about the man who lost his life protecting his family during this situation, Mr. Corey here. And there's an interesting story with what happened with Corey during the shooting and what happened afterwards. All right. Shout out to Colin Rugg for posting this story over on X. It says, this is just in. The widow of Corey Comparatore, hopefully I said that right, Comparatore, has received a call from from President Donald Trump after her husband was shot at the PA rally, or at the Pennsylvania rally. He was very kind, and he said he would continue to call me in the days and weeks ahead, said Corey's wife, Helen. Helen told Trump that her husband left this world a hero and God welcomed him in. Man. Helen and Corey were high school sweethearts. Helen said her husband loved his hometown and refused to ever leave. You couldn't have paid him to move from his hometown. This was his home. These were his people, Corey's sister said. There just isn't an adjective strong enough. There just isn't an adjective strong enough for you all to understand exactly how shattered we are. All right. And there's a picture of Corey and his wife. A lot of conspiracy theories are going on, and a lot of people are talking about some of the things that are happening, and even people saying, I don't even care about the situation, and they're upset that things weren't worse. But we have to remember there was a real person that was involved and affected and lost his life because of this, and his family was affected as well. As y'all can see, she posted this on Instagram, his wife did, and here's the aftermath of the whole entire situation that went down. Now, there is also a video that you can see here exactly what happened in this whole situation. So again, for the people that are saying this is staged, we're already seeing several pieces of evidence that are showing that this was a real situation and something real happened. Whether it was a setup, whether it was by one side or another, we don't know. But y'all can see here, if you look at the top right of this video, you'll see someone on the ground, and you'll also see Helen there next to her husband. I'm going to play this video so y'all can see what went down. And you can even see this guy at the bottom. He's saying he's shot in the head. And then you see his daughter there as well. Yeah, and we talked about it the last time we addressed this. You heard the story from the OR physician, or the emergency room physician, that said he went over, he tried to administer CPR. You even saw the surgeon with blood all over his shirt, and he said there was just gray matter from his brain. It was looking like it was going to not end well, but they had a helicopter, they had the medevac come in and take him out of there. And as y'all know, he did not make it. And there were also 2 other people who were injured in this whole shooting that went down as well. They're still in critical condition, but they're still alive. And if we get any updates on that, I will let y'all know. But I wanted to show this just to remind everybody has these type of negative things to say about this whole situation, that real people were affected by this, and there was a man that lost his life. So let's just try and be respectful to what they're going through and remember that. Now, there are now some new videos surfacing from eyewitness testimony saying that there possibly could have been more than one shooter. What? So I'm going to show you guys and give you guys the information. You can let me know in the comments in the chat what you think, but I find this very interesting, and they even show different angles of where possible shots were coming from. Yeah, check it out.
Left. He killed the gentleman in the water tower here. Now, when I called my husband at home, who's watching TV, he said, I thought Trump hurt his ear when he went to the ground. But he said, no, on TV they showed before Trump hit the ground, the ear was bleeding. So that sharpshooter went across.
Now we're going to play the rest of the video, but y'all have to listen to what she says at the beginning. You remember the FBI pulled Mr. Crooks, the first shooter, or the main shooter, I guess we'll say, or we'll just say the shooter for right now, off of a roof. And this eyewitness mentions a water tower for some reason.
Sharpshooter shot to the left. He killed the gentleman in the water tower here. Now,
what? So she's saying he killed the gentleman in the water tower. We haven't heard anything yet about a water tower.
Sharpshooter shot to the left. He killed the gentleman in the water tower here. Now, when I called my husband at home, who's watching TV, he said, I thought Trump hurt his ear when he went to the ground. But he said, no, on TV they showed before Trump hit the ground, the ear was bleeding. So
strange.
That sharpshooter went across. Trump turned his head. His ear must have been nipped, and it killed somebody in the stands over to the left.
Could you see anyone injured besides the blood on the former president?
All I saw was the gentleman from Beaver County who spoke earlier in the day, who was running for the State House Representative, Elmore. I know his name. He had a white shirt on, and I saw him come from that left stands where the people were mostly shot. I think there were several. They said 3 medevacs left here. Blood was down the right side of his. He wasn't shot, but you could see that he was next to somebody who must have been bleeding profusely, because he either helped them and ran, rubbed against them, or tried to get them help or something. It was covered. So I knew that he was near somebody. That was my first indication that somebody was actually shot, when I saw his blood on his shirt.
Aaron, when did you realize that, hey, this might not be fireworks, this might be something else?
When they got Trump down on the ground. And we were just so concerned that he wasn't hit, because we couldn't. It happens so fast. It's really hard to process it. I guess if you have it on your camera to see the exact minute, you can tell. But when he got up, he did not look bad at all. What I've heard coming out here is now they feel that there was 2 shooters on both sides. So they got the one on the tower.
What? She's saying they got the one on the tower. So I don't know if this witness saw this happen, or if she's saying what she saw or what she heard from somebody else, because y'all know in this type of chaos, stories and things can kind of get mixed up. But she's not the only one that talks about this water tower or a second shooter. And we'll get into the other ones in a second.
But when he got up, he did not look bad at all. What I've heard coming out here is now they feel that there was 2 shooters on both sides. So they got the one on the tower on this side, but the one on the right side they never got. So that's why they wanted us to leave immediately, because they thought there's still a shooter out there somewhere. So there could be in these woods around Butler. And I feel sad for our country. I feel sad for everybody.
It's crazy.
I mean, you don't like the guy, don't vote for him. Don't kill him. We love the guy. We're going to vote for him. I mean, what is up with his violence? I mean, it's just terrible. I mean,
it's a shame.
I just wish that people that, I'm glad that guy's no longer with us anymore in that tower. And I hope they get the other one too. And I hope they don't nick him. I hope they get him and he's down.
Yeah, so I thought this was interesting, just that she kept saying water tower, water tower, water tower. I don't know if that's the case and there was somebody else in the water tower. I do find it interesting that she talks about the one guy that got taken down on the building. So it seems like the story might have been mixed up. But there is another video of another witness talking about a water tower as well. So let's see what she's saying.
Hit the ground, and he kept standing. I was like, you got to get down, boy. You got to get down. They're going to shoot you. Because if they would have had like a machine gun, they could have taken us all out. So then we laid there for a while. We saw different places where the gunshots were at. And then they got President Trump down, Secret Service did, and they took him out of there and got him off of the stage, and he was bleeding. And so then my son and daughter-in-law was back behind us, back behind the fence. And we was worried about them. We couldn't call them. And so we started trying to get after them then when they finally let us up. And they had been right by the fence where the other shooter was. There was one I heard in the water tower. There was one by the fence.
And still, obviously, initial reports. But what we do know...
Okay, now she says there was one I heard by the water tower and one near the fence. I don't know if there's any merit to this, but it seems like there's a story that's starting to circulate about there being a second shooter in the water tower. I don't know why people would be saying that, why there would be that information. We've heard from 2 witnesses here that said there was possibly a second shooter, and we're even hearing reports that there might have been a third shooter, which is interesting as well. So I'm sure in the coming days we may see some more video that's going to show and give some more background and more information on where this second shooter would have come from, if anybody saw him climbing up to the water tower, and where those shots were fired from. But I want to show y'all this other video if I could find it. Give me 1 second. I think I missed that video. Let me see here. I think I lost that video. We're going to talk about this one tomorrow, but there is another video where they're showing a picture of the area. Dang, I got to see if I can find it. I'll have to show it to y'all tomorrow. But anyway, they're showing a picture of the area and where the water tower and the top of the building where Mr. Crooks are related to each other. So Mr. Crooks is going to be off in this direction. The water tower is adjacent to the building that he was on. So you can even see in other video where they showed some of the shots being fired, and it looked like there's shots coming from 2 different directions. So I'll have to see if I can find those videos again for y'all so I can show it to you tomorrow. This is another topic we'll probably get into later, but y'all have to let me know what you think in the comments and in the chat. All right, is there possibly more than one shooter? Could this be a reason why they kind of shut everything down? Y'all have to tell me. All right, and let me see. What did y'all say about that last poll I put in the chat too? When it comes to the question, if Judge Whitaker takes this case, will there be a mistrial? 80% of y'all said yes. Wow. And let me see. I want to see if we have any updates too. And if y'all want to follow this case and have live updates, make sure you go to X. X has been the best place I've found to find news and to find actual facts. So we got to give it up to Elon Musk for making all this available, because the news has been coming in quick. And it's one of the best places I've found to stay up to date. So it seems like we haven't heard anything else yet. I don't see anything from Yak Gotti's lawyer either. So we'll have to wait for that. And I'm sure we'll be talking about it some more tomorrow. Thank you to everybody who's in here, man. We had over 700,000 people in here. Over 500 of y'all liked the video. Thank y'all so much. I know it's a simple thing, but I do appreciate it when y'all like the video, because it does help the channel continue to grow. And if y'all could, on your way out, make sure you like the video. Also tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if I can find this, here we go. We're going to be live right here on the ClassE Beats YouTube channel for another episode of the Song of the Night Live. We'll be giving away $100 and a brand new Shure 55SH microphone. So if y'all want to tap into that, here's some dope music, make sure you stop by. I'm going to read a couple more comments and then I'll get y'all up out of here. Let me see. Kristen says she's saying she's saying goodbye for the day and God bless America. Absolutely. Go Roro says, did they not secure that? Did they not secure the area at all intentionally? Weird. It's looking like it. Samson said water tower. Yep. Amy said, I can't imagine how horrible that was for her to see the love of her life. You can hear the screams. Yeah, it was terrible, man. Wealthy Wisdom says, I hear she declined Biden's call. I don't blame him. He said, The medic tried to help him and give him CPR, but he was gone. He said there was brain matter everywhere. Mars says, have a good one, bro. Also, Trump 2024. Yeah, he's getting in there. If y'all don't want to vote for him, don't worry about it. He's getting in. Oh, man. All right. I appreciate y'all. Hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Thank y'all for making this show possible. And you know what to do. Keep growing. Keep pushing. Keep it classy. We gone. Peace. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
We're real strong people. We can do anything. We can't be worried about what they say. My brother, my sister, just believe in yourself. Believe in your skin. Believe in your hair. Believe in yourself. Believe in your talk. Believe in your walk. Believe in yourself. Believe in your skin. Believe in your hair. Believe in yourself. Believe in your talk. Believe in your walk. Believe in yourself.
Since everything starts with self, let me hold this mirror up and take a look at myself. Before I judge you, I gotta check myself. And I come to find out that that's good for my health, right? Change your mind and watch the whole body follow. So you won't hear me talking about I'm hitting you with hollows. I can't do it, got plans for tomorrow. And I ain't trying to bring my seeds no type of sorrow. Wait, cause fake rappers do fake-ish. I mean, most the basic get replaced quick. I'll never sacrifice my soul. Truth is, so I might never get 1 million records sold. But that's cool, cause I'm good with the creator. He nurtured my thoughts, so I present you with verbal flavor. You never listen to what no haters say. We pray for them, but we gon' move it this way. We moving forward, y'all.
We can do
Turn to the dramatic takedown of that gun, and I want to bring it in.
be worried about what they say. My brother, my sister, just believe in yourself. Believe in your skin.